It's time for another VARguments episode where we discuss the most contentious refereeing decisions from the last game week. Round 24 saw two very, very interesting decisions. And of course, getting straight into it, Victor, there was a lot of controversy in this Tottenham versus City game. Their first goal for Spurs, saw a lot of controversy as it appeared that Solanke kicked Guehi in the build-up to that goal. And even Rodri was so furious after the game that he had a rant in his post-match interview. VAR actually did check that incident and deemed it fine and allowed the goal to stand. What are your thoughts on that, Victor? Goal or not?
First of all, it was very confusing that VAR was mostly looking at whether there was an offside in the build-up instead of at the foul itself. There's no denying that there is clearly contact when Solanke swings a boot at it, right? He catches Guehi's calf. There's no denying that. But it's also the sort of situation that you look at, whether you're a player or a fan or a coach, and you think, was he supposed to not go for it or what? He obviously kicks the ball. He wants to kick the ball. There's no intention to commit a foul there. I think it's fine that they let it stand. To me, it's the correct decision. But I can understand that City are feeling hard done by. It's very much a 50-50 in which both players go for it properly. But to me, it's the correct decision.
Max, your take on this one?
I would probably disagree with Victor because I feel like Guehi was first on the ball, and usually in this type of situations, if you have your ball on, if you have your leg on the ball first, and then the player kicks you from behind, even if he touches the ball as well, it usually ends up being a foul. So I'd probably say he was a foul, and it has to be disallowed. So I would probably disagree.
Then I'll also disagree with you, Max, because I don't think there was anything concrete enough for that goal not to stand. And I think context should be applied. Solanke was about to strike the ball and Guehi put his leg right in front of him, and it was not the other way around. So was he supposed to magically remove his leg mid-motion and not take the shot anymore? If you look at the way the ball was placed, Solanke was going for the ball and he would have hit the ball cleanly if not for Guehi. So the fact that Guehi putting his leg did not impact anything just made it feel like, oh, fair enough, we should let this stand. I don't think there was any malicious intent from Solanke to me. So yeah, it seemed like a tough one for City to take, but it's like Victor said, it's a 50-50. It could have gone either way, and if they decided it should stand, it's not a scandal.
Honestly, like if I'm the coach and mid-motion the striker decides, okay, I'm not going to kick it, he's out of the team for the next game.
Right. Exactly. Like he was not supposed to magically remove his leg. So I really don't know what people expected him to do. But yeah, Rodri and many other Manchester City fans would not agree with us, but fair enough. Moving on to the second incident, another dicey moment was in the Villa versus Brentford game. Tammy Abraham actually scored on his return to Villa Park, but VAR chalked off the goal for the ball seemingly going out of play in the build-up. Victor, your thoughts on that one?
They messed it up. We're going back to the clear and obvious clause here. I think if VAR does not have a camera angle that can definitively show whether it was in or out, then let the on-field decision stand. On-field, they gave the goal. It's not like they have the goal line technology for the touchline. Just leave it be. I'm going with this here with the wrong decision, basically, because I'm fairly certain they did not have an angle for that. So if you feel like it's a clear and obvious error, then yes, by all means, do intervene. If you can't say for sure, then leave it be and trust the refs you have on the pitch. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. Max, your take on this one?
It was pretty much the same I was going to say, because if the ref in the game let it stand and then VR somehow turns it down and saying, oh, we felt like it wasn't off, it just doesn't work like that. You can only disallow the goals if you're 100% sure that it was off. But in this type of situation, if the ref in the game let it stand, then just leave it be. Don't destroy the game. So I'd say terrible decision from you.
Exactly. And the moment I saw this, it just took my mind back to Arsenal v Newcastle, because we've seen this exact same incident before, Anthony Gordon's goal, where they were complaining about whether the ball was out of play or not. And I remember the exact words they said at the time. There is no evidence to say that the ball was out of play, which is the exact same situation right here. There is literally no evidence to fully conclude that. So just let it be and let it stand. So in my opinion, as long as there is no conclusive, facts to say the ball went out of play, it should have been allowed to stand. And to me, I also think it's a wrong decision based on that. But yeah, I mean, VAR has never been consistent anyway, so it's just one of those things. But at this point, we are calling our viewers, Rodri, and of course Manchester City fans to tell us what they think about this video and the two incidents we've discussed. If you think Solanke's goal against Spurs should have been disallowed, tell us why you think so in the comment section below. And if you feel like Tammy Abraham's goal should also have been chalked up or not, tell us what you think about that incident as well, and we'll be waiting to respond in the comment section.